Hi guys, we Bob here, and in this video we're going to be doing a community question. Yay, it's back. So it's been about a month since I last did a community question, and I wanted to get another one out there. So this one is moments in cinema or a movie or home TV shows or gaming that your jaw dropped because the music kicked in and the music score was amazing or the song was amazing and you just something was going on at that time. So if you could describe what was going on, why it was so special for you, I will try my best. I'm not too sure I have my own memories sorted out. I'm kind of doing this off the cuff, which I prefer. Maybe I should have some notes. I don't even have any notes this time, so we are really winging this today. So it's kind of like there's a guy, what was his name? I had his channel up a minute ago. There's a guy does like 1,000 movie songs. So YouTube 1,000 movie songs. So there's a guy called Stuart L. Hand, has a playlist and 10 videos with really short clips of movies and music. And it was pretty good in formulating my intros, but some weren't in his list. So just, it's about things that really mean a lot to you. So let's get started. And I'm going to start with a one when I was younger. I was about 8 years old when I seen this movie. My brother, I remember him coming home with a hooky VHS copy of this movie, and I remember I had like a small box room. I was lucky to have my own room at the time, but I then grew too big. I grew too tall, and my feet didn't fit in the bed anymore, so I had to move rooms and share a room, which was a bit of a shame. But when I was 8, I was still small, and I had like this cabin bed my dad built specifically for the room because it wasn't big enough for a normal bed to be in it. And so I had this weird kind of bedroom. And I remember after watching this movie, I was lying in bed at night and I thought this thing was coming to get me along the corridor. So the movie's Predator, and it is the point with the helicopters going through into the forest. So let's just play it. Gonna tell Aunt Mary about the joint. Baby has the music right and a lot of fun, oh baby. Yes, baby. Woo, baby. Okay, so that was Predator. It was fantastic. That Uncle John, I think it is, and amazing tune. Just the beat hits in and the chopper blades, you can hear them, and especially if you've got a good sound system, it is something else. And yeah, I just love that movie. I love that song. So that's kind of number one on my list. These are no real order. So I'm going to move tact here a wee bit, and I'm going to talk about a game. And it's The Last of Us 2. Now, there won't be any spoilers. I know that the TV show's about to come out, so no spoilers from my point of view. But there is a bit in the game, the second game, where Ellie picks up the guitar and she plays it, and it's a-ha's Take On Me, and it's a beautiful version of it, and I'm just going to play it for you. But this is my second choice for a kind of jaw-dropping moment, or a moment that kind of raises the hairs in the back of your neck, or something like that. So that's what we're really looking for, is those moments when a song has kind of kicked in and something's kind of triggered inside you. I notice my eyes are glinting a bit. It's because I've got one of these kind of weird ring lights. This is my new camera up here. It's meant to be kind of 4K, but this will probably just get uploaded in 1080p, so you won't notice any difference. Let's go with this Ellie song. Okay, so that was Ellie in The Last of Us 2, and it was beautiful. The game has The Last of Us 2, although I wasn't a massive fan of it, there is some bits in the Last of Us 2 that are just amazing. There's kind of a throwback scene where she is in like a museum. Now I'm going to leave it there. If you've played the game, you'll know what I mean, but there's just a lovely connection to the characters that you get with playing The Last of Us. So right, moving on, I am going to talk about, I was sitting maybe maybe as much as 6 months ago, maybe it was even longer. And I'm lucky enough to have a projector screen in my living room. So the projector screen was down. It was a Saturday night. I think I was sitting with a wee Jack Daniels in my hand, and I had never heard of this movie. It had been out for quite some time, and I put it on, and just the opening sequence with my love for the 80s and my love for that type of kind of synth music. I put this on and I was like kind of blown away, and I actually really liked the movie as well. So it was all turned out good. And the movie's Drive, and I'm just going to play its Night Call. Okay, so that was Drive, and yeah, I loved that movie. I loved the 80s. I love that it's new songs that have been sung today, but with the 80s feel to them, and yeah, just lovely. I just sitting there that night. I was on my own. I just had this in the big screen. The place was in darkness, and that song kicked in with a view of the traffic, and yeah, I just thought it was brilliant. I really loved it. So, moving on to my fourth choice. This is a bit of a change. It is the creepiness that this song brought to the opening sequence of an 80s movie. It was quite harrowing, and I don't remember being a massive fan of the movie back in the day, but since then it is a cult classic. Well, I don't know if it's a cult classic or not, but it's a classic 80s movie. Yeah, and the movie's Lost Boys. The opening scene, you're coming across the water, and the fairground appears, and they've got this really haunting tune, which I've listened to many, many times. "Cry Little Sister," I think, is the title of the song. But yeah, just again a song that's kind of jaw dropping, and it makes you kind of, ooh, what's going to happen in this movie? Even though the movie's not that particularly scary as such, but it's a classic, as you know.
My little sister, come to your brother.
Movie, and that is my number four pick for this. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what people's moments were. Having went through that 1,000 videos, I went through every 10 videos of that guy Stuart L. Hands, and he isn't saying these are the best, and I'm sure there's lots missed from it. But it does. Some of them you're just looking at, listening to them, and going, "Geez, oh, that was great. That was great." I had a list of about 20 different movies that I could have went for, and I did try to just make it a bit less obvious, based on previous conversations I've had about the movies I love. Um, so maybe it is still obvious what I was going to choose. The one that's probably not on here that would be for me is Good Enough from Cyndi Lauper and the Goonies, when that kicks in the movie and they're looking at the map. It's yeah, and just the Fratellis when they're in the race at the beginning, that do do do. It's just a brilliant movie altogether. The Goonies, in my opinion, and I just that's not my choice though, but that one didn't make the list along with a few others. Yeah, the Shawshank Redemption being another one where the Italian music kicks in, and that might be on some of your lists. But just that moment in a movie that you just like, whoa, yeah, I don't know, the tingles happen, especially if you've got a sound system or you've got the headphones on, and it just the beat kicks in or the symphony takes over, like looking over the horizon when in Jedi, what do you call it, in A New Hope of Star Wars A New Hope, when he kind of steps up. I mean, just the way the score kicks in, and I, the, I could go on and on about all the ones that didn't make the list, but yeah, I'm meant to choose 5. So we'll move on to my last one. And the last one is, it's my ringtone on my phone, or was for a long time. The movie is not the best movie in the world, but the soundtrack is outstanding. And I believe there is some funky vinyls out there that you can buy. But it's Tron, and it's Daft Punk, I believe, did the songs, and it's it's just an amazing tune. So I'll just play the part of the movie, and you can listen along. So yeah, a fantastic song in Tron. That bike bouncing down and that tune kicks in. It's, for me, it's an amazing. I was just like, again, just sitting there going, "Whoa, this is amazing!" Like I says, even though the movie's not, I don't know what, it just doesn't hit home. Some of the bad CGI in it, and there's a lot of great stuff. The light cycle battle within the movie. So yeah, that is my choices for my top 5 moments in movies with music kicking in, and you're just like your draw drops. Yeah, and like I says, there's about another 20 that I could have chose that mean a lot to me. A lot of them are in musicals, but I was trying to kind of avoid musicals. I'm not saying that you should avoid musicals, but I was thinking more along the lines of another example, and again, it might appear on somebody's list, is Holiday. It's in National Lampoons, and it's the girl in the car. Just again, songs like that just kick in, or the characters might be singing them. Tend not to be musicals, but you can go for musicals if you want. I'm not bothered. I did think about Rock of Ages. There's a few songs in that I really love. But yeah, so hopefully you'll join in this I don't know, top 5 thing community question idea, and I look forward to hearing responses if anybody does them, and if you don't, that's okay. I just enjoy making these videos. It's fun, and hopefully you get a bit of enjoyment out of this one. So cheers guys, and wee Bob is out. Bye.